Hey there my lovelies, and welcome to my booktube channel, The Bad Lightning. I'm just kidding. You all know that my booktube channel is named The Sassy Library Fox and that my name is V. But today the lighting in my flat is really bad because it's dark outside. It looks a little bit like the world is going to end. So I had to switch on the light and it's really bad. So I'm sorry, I hope you forgive me. I actually wanted to go for more than just one video today because today I would finally have some time to record more than just one video. But since the lighting is so bad, I think I'll just do that one video and hope that the next time the light will be better in my flat. So anyway, this said, let's jump right into the topic of today's video, and this is my December TBR. So there are two books that are going to be on my December TBR, and later on I want you to choose the third book I'm going to read next month. So let's see how this is going to work. Anyway, the first book I want to read in December is The Gravity of Us by Phil Stamper. And I've been eyeing this book for quite a while. And recently found it in my library and therefore decided to take it with me because it's actually on my to-be read. And so what is the book about? The book is about a boy named Cal, and Cal's dad is chosen for a Mars mission. And Cal himself is some sort of online journalist and has a lot of followers. And after his father was chosen for this Mars project, there is a lot of hustle and bustle from the press. Cal has to move with his parents, and well, there are a lot of things going on in Cal's life, and the only good thing he finds is another boy, and apparently this boy's family is also or was chosen for this Mars mission. And he falls in love with this boy. So this is an MM romance. And I'm very curious about it. I heard so many people talk about it, but I still haven't read it and I want to do this now. And well, apparently there's also a secret about that Mars mission that needs to be discovered and exposed to the world. So there seems to be a mystery element in this as well, and I'm so ready to dive into this. I've been eyeing this for ages, and I just saw a bookmark, and apparently my kid colored it and drew on it. So nice. My kid is watching out for me. Anyway, let's head to the second book I want to read in December. And I know a lot of fantasy lovers are going to scream now. If Patrick Leo sees this, he's probably going to jump up and down, which would be a really high level of excitement because he's usually a very calm person. But I know he will be thrilled that I'm going to read this book, and it is The Final Empire by Brandon Sanderson. Yes, Patrick, if you watch this, I'm finally giving it a try in December. I know Patrick and a lot of other booktubers have been raving about this book for eternity and probably will rave about all of Brandon Sanderson's books until the world ends. He's a very well-loved and well-known fantasy author, and yes, I am ashamed to admit it, I never read a single one of his books. I'm sorry to all the people who know and love him and his work, but I'm going to change that by reading The Final Empire now. I've been told it's a good start into his books, and I'm very curious if I'm going to jump on the Brandon Sanderson hype train. But considering all the people that raved about him, I'm pretty certain that I will enjoy this one. And as far as I could tell from the blurb, this book is about a boy named Kelsier who is planning some sort of heist to overthrow the government or I think it's the Emperor or something like that. And to do that and to pull it off, he needs someone special. And that special person is apparently a girl named Vin. So I really don't know much about this book, as you can tell. I only know what I read on the blurb and what I read on Goodreads. So I'm very curious if I'm going to enjoy this or not. Yeah, it's always tough to read an author that is so well loved when everyone else and their grandma already read the books. But better late than never, right? So very pumped for this. So those are the two books I want to read in December. This said, let's come to the interesting part. I finally want to finish my 2019 to be read. Yes, you heard right, 2019. I know I'm so late. I'm so late with finishing my 2019 to be read. But there are still 5 books on it, and I have no idea which one I'm going to read in December. Maybe I will try to read all of them, but I just wanted to give you a chance to help me choose which book I should put on top of my TBR pile, so to say. And there are 5 books. The first one is Beyond Redemption by Michael R. Fletcher, and as far as I could tell, it's some sort of dark fantasy book. It plays in some sort of dystopian future where people all kind of went crazy and mental. And there is some sort of cult forming, and 3 outsiders apparently want to, I don't know, get rid of that cult. So it sounds very interesting. It was recommended to me 2 years ago, but I still didn't get to it, so that's the first choice. The second one is The Red Scrolls of Magic by Cassandra Clare, which is a book about Alec and Magnus, Melek in short. And I've been dying to read that book, but for some reason I still haven't managed to get to it, so I want to get to it now, and I'll hopefully be able to read it soon. The third book is Girls of Paper and Fire, which is an FF romance. And from the plot line, it's basically a book where 8 girls are chosen to be the king's courtesans each year. And this one year there's a 9th girl that's chosen, and this girl is named Lai and has golden eyes apparently, and is very beautiful. And she doesn't fall for the king, but for one of the other courtesans. So this sounds really interesting and intriguing, and I'm very curious about that one as well. I'm curious about all those books on my to-be read, but for some reason I never picked them up until now. Go figure, that's my logic and my chaotic energy. Anyway, next book is Fallen Kingdoms by Morgan Rhodes, and it's a fantasy book about 4 people that are all connected somehow, and it's actually the first book in an entire series that consists of 6 books in total. And for some reason this series is some sort of underground series, but everyone who read it obviously loves it dearly. So yeah, that's an interesting choice as well. And the last book, the 5th book on my list, is Deathless by Catherine M. Valente. And it's some sort of fantasy, historical fiction. I really tried to find out what exactly it is about, but when I looked it up on the Goodreads page and tried to read the blurb, I just had a big question mark above my head, and I really didn't find out what exactly it is about. Maybe some of you have an idea and can fill me in what this book is about. Anyway, those are the 5 books. I want you to choose for me, or better, you pick one of those books, and the one that's chosen the most I will put on my December TBR, and the rest I'll hopefully get to soon, so that I can finally end my 2019 to be read, because we are already approaching 2022 and I still didn't manage to get through all the books on my 2019 list. Yeah, that's me in a nutshell. Okay, this said, we're already at the ending of my video. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't hesitate to drop me a comment down below and let me know which book I should read. And please also tell me what you think about the 2 books I chose for my December to be read. Did you already read Brandon Sanderson? Am I an epic failure for starting to read him now? Just let me know and tell me in the comments. And well, there's nothing left to say except of take care, stay healthy and safe, and see you around the next time. Bye!